raising the minimum wage. So maybe I should have asked, is there anybody who is not in favor of raising the minimum? We can. So we can then, I think, probably move along a lot quicker.
We can start from that point anyway.
So we have, should we just move right to the discussion and?
Well, sure, why not? There's you got a few documents. One was the state leagues study, and then it had supporting documents. The Alice study, which was done by the United Way, which was quite extensive, and there was a portion of that was Idaho. And then there was the MIT, which also gave what a living wage would be, the MIT study. And the minimum wage Mythbusters, but I think everybody's subscribing to that because we're all believing it should be increased. And there was one that I got after everything went out, but it was about 5 successful corporations that show what can happen when employees are paid a living wage, and I'm going to change that to 6. One is In-N-Out Burger, one's Costco, one's Trader Joe's, one's Starbucks, one's Ben & Jerry's, and the other one's George.
And Carly.
And Carly.
Oh, yeah.
George and Carly's. Oh, Violina and Sangria. So to have a local success is pretty awesome.
Ben & Jerry's pays their people $16.92 to start, and it's dog friendly.
And that was in 2015, so it's going to be higher now. So I think that pays better in retirement. I think I'm going to go.
And they get
Social
to eat
Security
3
anyway.
pints of ice cream during the day.
Boy, that doesn't sound like such a good idea. That's a lot of money for sharing.
So the first question, we all agree that the minimum wage should go up. The option 1 is, should the labor market adjust the minimum wage, or should it be, a decree? I can tell you I talked with Tri-State, the manager of Tri-State, and she said that they used to get like 100 applications for each job. Now they aren't. They get maybe 5. And they have stores in Montana and Washington, so they're very aware of the minimum wage and what that does or doesn't do in terms of their business. And she said they were talking about, because they do offer health care and all kinds of benefits, that probably quite a few of the younger employees don't see the benefit of. But it is a family-owned or an employee-owned operation, so when all the stores meet again, they're going to talk about whether to tweak their wages as opposed and take some of the benefits away, if that's what the people want. So it's kind of interesting.
A question about that. So their applicants went down and their wages are low, but their benefits package is high. Is that what
They pay higher than minimum wage, and they have benefits that are kind of family-oriented,
Like sick leave and health insurance.
yeah, things like that. And she said she had a bout with cancer, and they were fabulous. But they are struggling to get really good help.
What are they
It depends on the store.
Aren't they paying less than the former owners? Wasn't that store just sold, what, 4 years ago to this larger company?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were paying less.
I think that's what.
Company from Montana, the current owners has started
Yeah,
in Montana.
and they put everybody in the hardware department on a minimum wage plus commission that has just been horrible for customers as well as employees. They lost a lot of their experienced long-term employees when they made that change to the way their workers were paid. Yeah.
One factor to consider though, if you're talking about the number of people that apply for a job, the latest report, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, is that the unemployment rate in the state of Idaho, I think it's down to about 3.9%, and which is almost about as low as it's gonna get. So some people would say there are not a lot of people out there that are looking for jobs. Now, minimum wage, obviously, the wages play a role in that, but we're at a situation right now where most of the people, by far the majority of people that want to work, have a job.
There is also a statistic that says people between 18
Oh, wait a
and
minute.
33 are leaving the state. They've
Yeah.
lost
Right.
more people in that age group. And that may
55,000.
be why the minimum wage is so low.
As a follow-up to that, there's a crack in our unemployment statistics, actually a chasm, because the 3.9% does not take into account those people that are no longer looking for work and those people that are underemployed. In other words, they're working 28 hours a week, which counts as a full-time job, which it isn't. But if you work more than 28 hours a week, it counts as full-time employment. So there's the actual employment rate or underemployment rate, whichever way you want to look at it, is probably at least double that and maybe triple that. There's the Department of Employment, I think, just came out with some numbers about the people no longer looking.
Judy?
I was just gonna say that when the labor market is tight, like it is now, a lot of employers are already paying significantly more than the minimum wage because wages have been bid up. And that can make it a good time to raise the minimum wage because it will negatively impact fewer employers.
I talked to a manager at a department store, big corporation department store in Boise. And she said, and I asked her about, I told her that we were doing this and asked her about her employees. And she said, well, her corporation, just doesn't want to pay anything more than minimum wage. And I said, well, how does your staff exist on it? And she says, they work more than one job.
Yeah.
Most of them have like 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they send their high school students out to get jobs to just add a little
Supplement.
extra $100 a week to household income. I have that, I have a tenant of mine, she teaches in Pullman School District, her husband works at a rental place, and her teenage son was also working a part-time job in fast food. It's really tough for the non-1% in Latah County to have a happy, cheerful life while living in safe housing and can afford to have an automobile to get you to and from work. Because Lord knows we have very limited public transportation.
Should we try and just go to our consensus questions and see if we can get statements? The statements that we get, that we make from our league and send them on to the state, then the state will come up with a position statement for lobbying the legislature for a higher minimum wage, or whatever direction it is that everyone, each of the leagues send to the state. And I think we're the last one to do our study, so. We're really busy with other things too, and the other ones don't have that. Other leagues don't have everything going on like mock election and
Yes.
speaker series and so on. But anyway, nevertheless, we're still in the time frame. Should we do that?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So the consensus questions are up there, 1 through, we have 4?
There's 5.
5. So should there be a minimum wage set by the government?
Isn't that the definition of a minimum wage, is the government sets it already? We have a minimum wage. Right.
So maybe better to say, should there be an increase in minimum wage?
Well,
I mean,
we're
if
gonna
you
wanna
look
make a
at question
statement
number
for
2,
question.
question number 2 follows question number 1, so you affirm with
Oh,
question number
oh.
1, and then you go to
This would
question
be the
number 2 to
federal
clarify.
government.
And there are actually
Or any
many,
government, yeah, I see,
Given the next question.
yeah.
So all those in favor of number 1, should there be a minimum wage set by the government? Is that like a yes or no question?
Yeah.
I think so,
Yes.
and it's not a unanimous, we just have to, the general consensus of the room is what we want to portray on these. So if the general consensus of the room is that we believe that the minimum wage should be set by government, I guess it's opposed to just not having a minimum wage at all.
Or the,
Or the
yeah, it's
market.
set by market.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Nancy?
Just for clarification, as I read this, let the labor market adjust the minimum wage in Idaho. If that means, should it happen organically by market forces, then maybe the answer is no. If it means government ought to set this basic minimum wage, like the federal minimum wage, and then allow states and localities to have even higher if they so choose and if it fits their market, that makes sense. So I'm not exactly clear what the labor market adjustment means, but for me, as I first read that, it suggested sort of organically let the market forces dictate what the minimum wage ought to be.